Welcome, everybody, to Terraria. We are currently at 144 deaths, I think, but don't remember off the top of my head. There are a couple of comments on yesterday's episode about artifact advice. One of them was a great thing to remind me of, because I completely forgot about that, and that is the grand design. It was kind of in response to my teleporters that I built, but basically it's a... I don't know the best way to describe it. Utility accessory is probably the best way, which allow us to place wires a lot easier. And it's actually quite simple to make as well. We've got everything we could ever need for it just with these guys kicking around here. So we need to buy one of each color wrench from the mechanic. So I'll just buy another one because it's genuinely easier than trying to find what chest I put it in. We need to buy a mechanical lens. I also did one thing today between episodes, which I will show you in a second. You can kind of already see it. We need to buy 60 wire, which I've got there. We need to buy wire cutters. We need to buy a ruler from the Goblin. Now, I'm pretty sure I have a ruler in the chest out here. Now, I bought a ruler because I'm pretty sure it also combines into something else, does it not? Oh, no, this is for the grand design. Right, so I bought this preemptively. The ruler is unfortunately completely useless in Terraria now that we've got it just by default. So let's go ahead and take that thing out. And then we can combine all of those into... Firstly, we need to make the multicolor wrench. Then we make the grand design. Cool. So this thing allows us to basically just drag wires around, from what I remember. Yeah, it's very, very nice. So I could fly to the other end of the planet now, release that, and it'll put a wire everywhere. It's insanely useful. So that I will use to hook up some more transporters, maybe during the episode today. The one thing I've done between episodes, I haven't done a huge amount, because we're kind of at the stage now where we need to be a bit more active with things. You know, there's not so much grinding to do. We haven't got to get ores or anything. I did, however, fight some of the Crimson Mimics. I fought 4 of them in total because I was looking for specifically this item here, the fetid bagnacks. I don't know how you would say that. These things are really, really, really good for kind of emergency weapon. So they're basically the fastest melee weapon in the game. They have insanely fast speed by default. And there are only a few weapons that have that by default, obviously like the Mega Shark and whatever else. But these things are really, really good. Now, they have a tiny little range. But against a boss like the Destroyer or something like that, they can be lethal, especially if you manage to line it up right. They do insanely fast speed. They do 79 melee damage plus whatever other bonuses we've got. You can shred him. You can quite literally shred him and any other Wyvern enemy, or multi-segmented enemy, I should say, as long as you line it up decently. So that might be a good way to grind out some more souls from the Destroyer. We've still got our 7 other mechanical eyes to use up. What I want to do first, though, is finish off the HP. That is the first goal here for today. The other thing, I want to kind of issue a correction, thanks to someone in the comment section. I was told to craft the light disc. Now, I wrote it off as having less damage than Sergeant United's shield, but they point out you can throw 5 at once, which, assuming we're accurate, is obviously going to put out way more DPS. So, what does it we need for that? We need the Souls of Might? Souls of Sight, Fright, Might, Light. Where's the other one? Oh, did I use up all the souls we got from the Destroyer? Hang on. Sight, Flight, Night, Might. I think I used them all up. Damn. What the hell did I use them on? I don't even remember in hindsight. Oh, there they are, you fool. Okay, so we want to use these to craft the light disc. So if we go back over here, I'm pretty sure we can just do it straight from this. Yeah, there they are. Cool. All right, and then with that, with a little bit of reforge on that as well. Actually, there's only 4 points of damage in it. I didn't even realize. And it's actually much, much faster than Sergeant United shields too. But yeah, but we can throw out multiple of these. I think it has to be piercing an enemy to throw out a second one. But they are very, very good. My other goal for today, besides just getting the health points, is to actually put them to work and hopefully defeat Skeletron Prime. With that, we've killed all the mechanical bosses. That will give us access to Terra, which is a much more harder boss in hindsight, now that I think about it. But I'm sure we'll be alright. Oh, I should have bought some bloody... oh, fuck. I've got to remember we haven't got any fall damage prevention, too. Why don't I swap out the Moon Charm temporarily? Given that we're underground. I don't know when it's nighttime. It's obviously not nighttime right now. So we might as well keep that for... Good God. We might as well keep that... What a shot. That was insane. We might as well keep that for just fighting, you know, specifically nighttime bosses or something. We'll use that as... I'll just pretend that was the tortoise gently encouraging me to go back and get some of our Spelunker potions. There we are. Should make this a little bit easier. So I'm going to drill around a little bit today. So I obviously followed the paths that we'd already unlocked in the jungle yesterday. Didn't really find a huge amount. So we'll be drilling around sort of in this area that we've missed. Obviously these big open zones that... Or the big zones of darkness that I basically skipped over. Oh, there was one right there. Wait, did new ones grow in? I had no idea. Apparently there was one right there and I knocked it down with the freaking light disc just before we died. These enemies still rip us apart. Even with hallowed gear, with everything else we've got going on right now, with all that extra defense, it's It's so punishing. Might be better to temporarily switch to the spider arm and just go for minion spam. Try and keep the enemies off of us, and we focus on dodging instead? What I need to do is, the second we get down here, is hit the ground running. You know, not fuck around down here. The second we get down, just start moving somewhere else so that we don't give the enemies opportunity to spawn in this massive area, because otherwise every time we die, they're still going to be here, as you can see from last time, and then that's going to repeat ad nauseum. So let's keep ourselves moving. Okay, so we haven't really been in this direction. So why don't we just drill through in? Let's just rip straight through here, see if we can find something over in this direction. There is a water chest there. I don't think we really need anything from water chests these days, to be honest. Oh shit, lost girl. We've already got the metal detector or whatever it is she drops, so unfortunately we're not going to get much useful from this. There we are. Right, so this is all a marble biome. In some ways it's pretty convenient, because it allows us to kind of get scope around without them to piss around too much. Looks like there isn't anything, though. Right, I'm going to head back up, now that I know it can grow a lot higher up than I realized. I think it's just any jungle biome they can grow. And we're going to head back up to the area that we actually entered the jungle with the first time. Oh, look, life crystal detected nearby. I wonder if the thing will also say life fruit detected nearby. That'd be quite nice. I mean, I don't think that life crystal is a metal, so I don't think it's too out of the realms of possibility to expect it to find life fruit as well. Yeah, life fruit detected. There it is. Holy shit. Ah, nice. Okay, I'm glad we came back in this direction then. The metal detector might ending up being more useful than I kind of anticipated. I wouldn't have thought to bring one just on a kind of jungle expedition without that lost girl being there. Bearing in mind that, you know, it's a metal detector and we're looking for fruit. A fruit detector nearby. Where? Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't realize it could detect things from quite so far. Oh, is that an arrow pointing up? Is that what that's trying to imply? I have no idea. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, shit. Okay, this could be way more useful than I thought. This is genuinely going to take no time. Maybe they do only just grow after you've defeated the first mechanical boss. Maybe they continue to grow after that. That would make a lot of sense why after we killed the first mechanical boss and I came down here, I didn't find any of these, despite the fact that we've run this through a dozen times now. I had to cut off my trip to the jungle a little bit early here because a bunch of fucking goblins decided to turn up. So it was a pretty good trip. I ended up getting 6 life fruits, including obviously a couple that I showed earlier that we've since eaten. I also got a very rare yo-yo. Yeah, it turns out it's a 1 in 200 chance drop from any of the jungle creatures after you've defeated a mechanical boss, which obviously we're way past that at this stage. I want to fight Skeletron Prime as soon as possible. So actually, why don't we chug these life hearts quickly? I just wanted to show them off. I died 11 times in that whole thing. It was a complete massacre. If I show the map off, you can kind of see all of the gold coin drops there. But I think it was 12 times in hindsight. But I'll make sure that I get the death count updated with that. I wanted to kill the goblins a little bit more, especially the summoners, because those guys can drop. The only thing we're missing now is the Hex Doll, which is a very, very powerful mage weapon. I don't think we'll go back to mage this time, because like I said, I played mage characters a bunch in Terraria. It's probably my favorite playstyle, but this time we've got to give melee a go. Now, the other thing I did was I crafted the other 4 stacks of the light disc, because I remembered that for the light disc to actually stack up 5 times, you have to craft 5 of them. I assumed it was just when you threw it and it hit an enemy, you were able to throw another immediately up to 5 times. But no, you actually do have to craft 5 of the fucking things. So we're down to 3 hallowed bars. Not that we're really going to use them for much else until we've beaten Skeletron Prime anyway. Oh man, this is so much easier. Now we've got... now we've actually got some decent gear, funnily enough. I think I'll try these light discs against Skeletron Prime. Now, Skeletron Prime is kind of unique compared to the other two. He can actually... Oh man, we've already got that. He can actually outrun us. Like, significantly outrun us, too. Not just, like, slightly keep up. He'll be right on top of us throughout the entire fight. It might be better to build an arena for Skeletron Prime tanks and the hit to be a bit more precise with how I do things. Ow. Oh, God, I hate the way that guy spins when he killed me then. I also need to look up the strategy, because I don't remember with Skeletron Prime whether or not you have to kill him in a particular way, whether or not you have to take apart the drills first, like we did with regular Skeletron before you do much damage, or something like that. I genuinely have no clue. Oh, does this work? Oh, this actually works. Incredible. Okay, well, I found a much easier way to farm the Goblin Summoners then. I guess we'll, Oh, the Goblin Invasion ends if you get too far away. I had no idea. Maybe if we go back to the tower, it will come back. But either way, this is a great way to just deal with this guy and get the gear, seeing as that's the only reason we've got to kill the Goblins for it. Was that actually the Hex Doll? Oh, it was. Fantastic. Okay, cool. We're done then. So last thing we need to worry about with the Goblins. But this is quite a cool weapon. Fires like these big Tendrils, really good for dealing with multiple targets once, especially good against things like the Destroyer. Pointed out, but I really did dig through basically the entire jungle. You can see I basically outlined the Lizard Temple. There were no more life fruits. I had the Metal Detector, I had Spelunker Potions. I think I actually used all but 2 of the Spelunker Potions. So, ideally, we'll want to wait a little while before going back, because it turns out they do just grow naturally. They are treated like any other plants in Terraria, not a certain amount spawns in or anything like that. So, we will wait till we defeat Skeletron Prime, then we'll go back. Imagine this guy's drop cell for a decent amount, so we might as well... Man, it's just so trivial. This fucking mount is too good. I wouldn't be surprised if the pirate ship gets nerfed, so that after a certain time it starts to fall. There are some fly mounts like that you can only fly for maximum speed with a certain distance before they start. Like the same way wings work, right? And then you float down to the surface to launch off again. I mean, it's just too strong. Out of all the boss pets, especially because a lot of the master mode pets that you actually get are useless. I mean, they're just like cosmetic, basically. But then you got this thing, which is completely changing the way we fought almost all the bosses so far. That's the one we're missing. Got it. Okay, I just went down and did a little bit more fishing so that we could prepare properly for Skeletron Prime. Because again, I think he's going to be maybe the hardest one we've got to fight here. So we've got almost a full row of potion buffs again. I'm not sure what the difference is. What have I lost? Like endurance potions? I had some of those a minute ago. I don't know where I've just stacked them all to. Right, so in total, we have 4 mechanical skulls. I found the endurance potions. I just put them in the food chest like a big fool. I think we're more or less ready to go. As long as I stay low enough to try and avoid the wyvern spawning in, that should eliminate a pretty consistent problem. Besides that, though, I mean, we've obviously got some incredibly decent stacked buffs out, and it's just turned nighttime as well, going by the soundtrack. Yeah, let's do it. I don't think I can do much else at this stage, can I? Just got everything. Yeah, everything's equipped. We've got the right gear on. We've got the high DPS stuff. Skeletron Prime, you are the only thing between me and victory right now, my friend. You have to go. I should have looked up some strategy, shouldn't I? See if we had to take out the various components first. Maybe I should just go for the head. You know what? We seem to be doing some pretty decent damage. Now, this is the kind of easy part. I want to take out the laser. If we can take out the laser, we can really stay ahead. But look at this guy. I mean, he just moves at such speed. And we're not doing too bad in terms of raw damage here. And he so rarely hits us, too, because obviously we're forcing him to go at extremely big speeds. The thing I'm concerned about is times like this where we hit the map edge, because then we've got to stop for a while, get the acceleration back up. But he went off the edge of the screen. I didn't even know enemies could do that. So we might be able to use that to our advantage. Now, again, getting through the tower. So we've got the choice of whether or not we try and go through the tower, thread the needle a little bit, or whether we specifically try to stop at the tower preemptively and then come back this way again. I don't know if you noticed, I also shaved the top off of those big trees as well to give us a bit more room for maneuverability while we're lower down so we can avoid wyverns, harpies, that type of thing. Man, this is going to go on for quite a while, huh? You know what? I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it. Let's just keep the movement high. Oh, we actually got hit. It's the first time we got hit. You know what? I don't think this is nearly as difficult as I remember it being. It's not nearly as difficult as I thought it was either. Sure, he can keep up with us, but a lot of his attacks are so incredibly nerfed because they just can't get to us. You know, three of his tools there are melee weapons, and we're moving at such a speed that the melee weapons aren't the real thing. We've only really got to worry about the laser and his spinny head, and then occasionally that bloody chainsaw. Yeah, look, the momentum carries him right off the edge. And, ooh, could have probably threaded it that time. I had the line-up on it pretty perfect. I think we've only been hit 4 times the entire fight so far. He's down to getting close to the last third of his health here, and I think it's pretty much a straight victory. In hindsight, this might be the easiest of all the bosses, because even when he hits us, because he's only hitting us so infrequently, we could out-heal him. I haven't taken a single healing potion yet, so again, it's this mount. It's absolutely insane. This would be such a different fight if we didn't have the pirate ship again. All right, so his laser is almost done. So what I'm thinking is let's focus the laser down, because those are... Oh, God. The laser is the only thing doing a lot of damage to us here. In fact, 3 of his tools look like they're about to... They are. Okay, this is pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's try and keep it steady. Oh, we've already broken 2 of them? Oh, man. And then obviously when all of his weapons break, that's it. He's absolutely nothing at that point. Oh, the laser's still going. It's just so far away we can't even bloody see it at this stage. What's the last tool? I think it is actually the laser. Kind of difficult to tell. Again, it's so far away, I'm just going to focus on the head again. There's no point trying to aim for a thing that we can't see at this stage. And then that's it. Like, this is it now. This was ridiculously easy. This was actually kind of frighteningly easy. Didn't heal a single time. Nice. Done. The jungle grows restless. Is that laser still alive? Oh, it's bloody harpies again. So now our goal becomes Terra. I don't know if we're ready to fight Terra, but again, we've got the we've got the magic pirate ship. So as long as we build a long enough, and unfortunately I've just excavated 90% of the friggin' jungle. As long as we dig a long enough tunnel to fight the thing in, we can just stay ahead of it. We'll just stay ahead of it and plow it with these knives. Man, that was insane. Okay. Right, what can we craft then with Souls of Fright? Now, as I recall, you make the flamethrower out of it, but that's about the only good weapon I remember. Skeletron Prime. What have you got for me? He dropped Souls of Fright, and Souls of Fright we can craft into... Of course, we can craft Drax now. We can craft the better tier. We can also craft the Naughty Present that gives us access to the... oh, not quite yet. We need Ectoplasm, which is after we defeat Plantera. But that will give us access to the Halloween event, which is going to give us a load more gear. Neptune Shell we can craft. Oh, that's in the 3DS version, but we've already got that anyway. Yeah, so realistically, the Avenger Emblem and the additional Hallowed tool is going to be really all we want at this point. We've got Fright, Sight, Might. How much is it for the Avenger Emblem, though? It better not be 10. Oh, it's 5. Thank fucking God for that. And then that plus an emblem. Is it any emblem, or do you have to command all of them? It's any emblem. Right, cool. So we can then make this thing, gives us another 12% increased damage and 2% movement speed. I think, if anything, I'm going to have to swap that out for the Feral Claws. Increased melee speed. Oh, I don't know, though. Increased melee speed or melee damage? If I'm going for accuracy, the Avenger Emblem would obviously be better. You know what? Let's go for that, then. Stick with the Avenger Emblem. Then we've got our regular Warrior Emblem. Moonstone, Ankh Shield. See, the Ankh Shield, again, isn't necessarily providing us many offensive bonuses. If I was feeling a bit more comfortable with things, we could swap that out for the Feral Claws. If we really want to get just pure damage going here. Then the only other thing is Drax. So we go with Drax, or do we want the Pickaxe Axe? They both got exactly the same stats, but again, Drax is faster, but with a lower range. We'll stick with that, then why not? That allows us to drill Chlorophyte, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess that's our next goal, then. Make a full set of Chlorophyte armor. I mean, the Hallowed Gear... the Hallowed Gear genuinely lasted as what? They're destroying the Skeletron Prime fight, and that was it? Oh, and not to be forgotten, of course, we can make the mechanical wagon now. Where are my wagon pieces? Right, we got this one, and how is it I'm... Oh, there we are. Mechanical cart. I mean, it's fast, but the other one gives us lava immunity. So, to be honest, I'm not really sure. Ah, fuck it. We'll go for that one then. Why not? And up you go to the pedestals, Mr. Skeletron Prime. Guess we'll put you in here then with the other early hard mode bosses. Fantastic. Another relic. I need to really tidy this room up. Maybe between episodes I'll spruce this up a little bit more because it's looking a bit dull right now. Okay. Back to the jungle then. This is very jungle heavy, this episode. And then tomorrow, I guess, if we get everything done here, get the other life fruit, get enough Chlorophyte, we're gonna be on Plantera time. Nice, change of plan. Let's go back and get those Spelunker potions. Otherwise, this is gonna take a hell of a long time. Are there any other? So I think between episodes as well, I need to do a bit more. I need to do a bit more fishing. That's kind of my goal. I need some more Prismite, the fish from the Underground Hallow, to allow us to build the Life Force potions. I need to make sure we've got every buff in order ready for Plantera, because that's kind of a big difficulty up from the mechanical bosses we've just fought. Again, given that we're limited in terms of arena scope, I can't just run back and forth avoiding all of their attacks like we've done with quite literally every other mechanical boss so far. Right, Spelunker potion. Do I have any left? Yes, 2. Brilliant. Oh, I put the gold in here, didn't I? Right, good. Okay. 23 is probably more than enough in hindsight. Another solar eclipse. Hang on, now that we've beaten the mechanical bosses, though, we get access to new enemies, don't we? I'm not entirely sure, but we'll just kind of hang around. Fucking hell, the world events are constant, aren't they, in this... Oh, yeah, we get the Reaper. Ah, now that's quite good, because this guy has a really good weapon drop if we can actually get it from him. Oh, shit, Mothra as well. Completely forgot about you. Excuse me, I need to... Is that a door? What the hell was stopping us moving through there? Okay, we might want to get up into the skies again for round 2 here, and I might even want to drop some buffs as well, because obviously these solar eclipses don't happen all the time, and I want to capitalize on it while we've got it. Although I say that, we've already had 2 in the short period of time to go along with all of our freaking blood moons here. Right, let's get into the air. Doesn't really matter so much about getting the little enemy drops anymore, seeing as they can't really drop anything worthwhile. Okay, I'm going to buff up. Let's go ahead and check out the optic stuff. And then we'll come down to where we're doing damage to these enemies. So we're looking for either the Reaper or Mothron. There it is. Okay, you have something that we definitely want. This thing drops, if I'm not mistaken, the Hero Blade, right? And that is going to be essential to especially a melee build, particularly when I'm not going Yo-yo heavy either. Fucking hell, you hurt. Oh, he's faster than me. This is not good. This is an unprecedented time. Seems to have a lot of trouble with upwards and downwards acceleration. So if we kind of strafe like this, it's a lot... Well, it's a lot harder to hit him for a start because the friggin' map's in the way. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't hit me again. Don't. Please, please. You do so much damage. Yeah, as long as we're not fighting him on the straight, it seems like it's quite easy to deal with. Boom. There we go. Anything? I don't think he dropped anything that we were after there, unfortunately. We're going to swim for it just in case. 19 gold. Well, that'll do. That'll Reaper, I saw. So I'm pretty sure the Reaper drops a scythe, weirdly enough, which I'm pretty sure is a melee weapon. So let's go and drop him down. I think it's essentially an upgraded version of the ice scythe, which is pretty decent anyway. It's going to take a lot of kills here, but we really want to capitalize on the moth more than anything else. Ah, there he is. Okay. Man, his acceleration is... Wait, why are we now moving faster? Am I going insane? Maybe I am going insane. Seems like we can beat him in a straight... Oh, maybe it's where I've swapped weapon. No, he's definitely going faster again. Fuck off, Wyvern. You are not invited to this. There's an anti-Wyvern fight. The Wyvern just can't keep up anymore. Yeah, look, now we're out running him again. What if it's to do with the knockback of the knives? Look, his top acceleration speed is the same as ours, right? So if we hit top speed before him, it's a nice, easy, consistent fight where we're just going to get a guaranteed, or obviously a chance at the guaranteed drop. Come on, come on. Show me that broken hero blade. Then we can make the... Can we make the Terra sword yet? I don't even remember. That'll do it. Now we need what, like 3 of these for some of the crazy endgame swords they've added to this. I think we need definitely more than a few. There are 4 recipes that call for the broken sword. Just thought I'd look that up. It's a 34% drop chance on the broken sword, and then was it oh, broken hero sword. Sorry, I couldn't remember if it was broken sword or hero sword. Turns out it was kind of right. The Reaper scythe, however, it's one of the rare melee weapons that can actually hit through a wall, so it's very powerful in that regard. But it also has a drop rate of like 2%, 3%, something like that. It's incredibly rare. There it is. Come on. Give me a sword. Oh, fucking pond. Get out of here. Just face him head on. Face him. Don't show any fear. That fucking Wyvern. That fucking Harpy too. I hate you. I hate you all. Get out of here. You're not invited anymore, Falcor. Yes, another one. Hey, there we go. Now you might be thinking, I only remember crafting 3 swords using the broken hero blade. Turns out there's a 4th hidden super secret recipe that I absolutely plan on crafting as kind of an homage to our many, many wasted piles of gold in Rimworld, of all things. So just bear that in mind. I'm not going to spoil it for those of you who don't know what it actually is. I didn't even know this existed until I checked the wiki. And I forgot how powerful the light discs were against the Wyverns. Not for the reason it might look like, because obviously unlike the Captain... Okay, I'm going to call it the Captain America shield, because I can't remember its actual name. But unlike the Captain America shield, which pierces multiple body parts, these don't, unless they're on the way back. So if you throw it past the Wyvern, as it comes back towards you, it will go through every single body part, rather than just piercing up to a certain amount of targets. The Reaper, come on. Excuse me, I really... Oh, there's another couple coming in. We really could do with this weapon. Just being able to hit through walls in the jungle, especially, it's going to be so damn good. God, or not. Okay, sorry. This is slightly more important there. Mr. Reaper. Oh, pick up some speed. Come on. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Okay, we're good. Oh, another one. Wow. We've gotten really lucky then. So that's really everything we need for the sword, but I want the extra one for the nice little novelty item as well. If we can get that, that'd be great. And then... I don't know what I'll do at that stage. I mean, we don't really need to kill any more Mothrons at that point. We could focus on just the Reapers, and then when the Mothrons start, just basically let it kill us. Oh my god, this yo-yo's insane. Wow, it's actually genuinely so fucking strong. Much stronger than I realized. Might be pretty good with yo-yo back. Let's see that 404 on that critical. Good god. We got Izor over there. Let's be careful of him a little bit. One of the slightly more tankier solar eclipse creatures, although I will focus the Reaper for the time being. Come on. Please. Oh, not you. I mean, actually, yes, you. Oh, wow. Okay, hang on, hang on, hang on. Maybe I've been sleeping on this yo-yo. Look at the damage. I mean, the actual DPS this thing can lay down is monstrous compared to the knives. Especially because the knives are probably better for... The knives are much better for much larger targets, because, of course, you can get consecutive hits with the knives if you... Please accelerate. Please accelerate. You can get consecutive hits with the knives, unlike with this thing, which is definitely better for much smaller targets. That's fucking nuts. I don't like this strategy, because I feel like it's just going to get me killed, but... You know what? You might be able to convince me to stick permanent yo-yo strategy with this one. Was that another? Oh, it was another one. Oh my god, okay. 33% drop rate. We've got 4 out of 5 moths. That's pretty fantastic. There's a Reaper. I'll be taking your scythe now, please, my friend. Thank you very much. Nothing. Damn, I thought if we asked nicely, it might work. Well, Those moths are a little harder to ignore than I thought they might. The fucking harpy just stole my platinum. Damn it. I'm going to go back for that because we are kind of getting to the stage of the game where shops are obviously going to unlock a load of new gear. And it was like we just didn't have quite enough platinum to buy some of that straight up. Oh, that's quite cool. I can throw out all 5 light discs preemptively and then stay ahead of them. Oh, that's actually quite a cool idea. Man, it goes to show how friggin' fast this ship is if your own light disc can't catch back up to you. Excuse me, you seem to have stolen my platinum. I'll be taking that back if you don't mind. 1 gold. Where's the platinum though? There it is. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'll kill this one Reaper, and then I think well, I thought I would. Oh, got it. Okay. Turns out Yo-Yo's close quarters here. Not quite as... Fuck off, really? One gold. 1 gold. That's how much I recovered from that. Brilliant. Never going to financially recover from this. So we got the 4 hero swords, which was really all we were after there. So honestly, if that's the trade-off for our platinum, I'm more than happy to stick with that. And what do we get from our... We got 18 more gold. I'm going to get rid of that companion cube. I will admit, it's kind of getting on my nerves by constantly screaming at me. For the last little bit of time, let's get back down here. And let's go and get ourselves as much chlorophyte as possible. And that looks like exactly what we're here for. Like I said, a lot of it spawned in just because I spent so long actually kicking around in the jungle. If I recall, it's something like 300 chlorophyte per set. So it's absolutely ludicrous. There's quite a huge amount of grinding associated with this. But given that, again, I've opened massive paths throughout the jungle, it shouldn't take too long to... God damn, the actual lower range on this is kind of driving me mad a bit. It didn't take as long as usual to get all the chlorophyte. Life fruit, there we are. I was just about to say, look at how much... There's like a crazy amount of chlorophyte around this area. It's absolutely nuts. 185. We're basically halfway there. I'm going to specifically get more than what we need right now, just because I think we can also get the upgraded chlorophyte tools. We can get some other... There are some other items that use chlorophyte in the recipe, especially if we eventually want to upgrade to, like, shroomite gear as well. I want to get a nice boatload in this one trip. Well, that is the end of the adventure. I thought I'd wait there until I died, basically, because we've now got 662, which is a lot more than I anticipated getting, but that's all right. Should be more than sufficient for what we need. I only got 2 life fruits, though. Again, probably didn't leave enough time between last time we visited. Oh, shit, we only need 2 more. All right, okay. That shouldn't take too long to do. Just finding a plant terrible will probably be more than sufficient for that. Okay. How many bars is that? 110, huh? Cool. So we've got the chlorophyte partisan, chlorophyte claymore. Wow, these things are strong, aren't they? Warhammer is quite nice. Obviously, jackhammer, which is essentially what the drills are to the pickaxe. The jackhammer is to the regular hammer. You've got some chainsaws there. The chlorophyte drill, obviously, I've got to craft one of those. Probably should have went with the armor first, but I think we've probably got more than enough for everything we need. So, Greaves, get it done. Plate mail, get it done. Mask is melee, right? It absolutely is. Let's craft ourselves one of those as well. Now, I've got to go and look up the other chlorophyte recipes we need, but what have we got right now? 81. The set effect is become immune after striking enemy. Now, as I recall, the set effect for chlorophyte is much, much better. It gives you the crystal that does automatic damage. Yeah, there it is. Cool. Summons a powerful leaf crystal, shoots nearby enemies, reduces damage taken by 5%. So that, coupled with the worm scarf, coupled with the brain, should keep us alive for a significant amount longer. It's actually a lower defense in hindsight. We were on 88 before, were we not? But you do get the straight up 5% damage reduction. Oh, no, it's the same. 81 versus 82, I think the chlorophyte was in hindsight. Yeah. So it's 1% extra. You get 1 extra defense, but you get the 5% damage reduction. It's so much better. I don't know what the bonuses are like on it, though, by comparison. It might be weaker in terms of damage, but I think staying alive is a bit more key at this stage. Now, the last thing I want to do, because I think we've got enough gear to pull it off, is the True Knight's Edge. And I think we've got everything we need for that. So we need the Blade of Grass, which is just jungle spores and stingers from what I remember. And I should have picked up quite a few of them just during the last trip alone. I think we can probably afford to throw that away. Stingers are going to be in our materials chest. Somewhere. There we are. Okay, so we want to make a Blade of Grass, which is right there. We need to get the Muramasa, which I'm pretty sure we still have. Yes, we do. So we've got Blade of Grass, Muramasa. We need the Fiery Greatsword, then either the Lightsbane or the Blood Butcher. We have a Blood Butcher right there. So now we need is the Fiery Greatsword, which I don't believe I ever crafted, but we've probably got enough Hellstone bars just to craft it straight away. If I can see it. There it is. Okay, cool. So that's Knight's Edge crafted, which is the first of many things we'll have to craft. Then we combine that with the Broken Hero Sword to make the true Knight's Edge. Question is, can we make the Excalibur? So that's just Excalibur plus Broken Hero Sword. And I think we've got more than enough Hellstone bars to... Oh, sorry, more than enough Hallowed bars to do that as well, don't we? Oh my god, do we not have... Oh, we'd have just enough, right? Yeah, 12. Holy shit, that was lucky. And then we combine those 4 swords together to make... I'm sure many of you know this, but again, it's just for the people who haven't played the game before. Those 4 swords will combine into a weapon called Knight's Edge. You combine those with the Broken Hero Blade to make True Knight's Edge. Then you combine Excalibur with the Hero Blade to make True Excalibur, as I recall. Do I do it a different... Oh, we do it at an anvil. Sorry, my bad. So that's that one dealt with. And then if we go back to the anvil in our base, it's just a regular old anvil. It absolutely is. We should be able to craft ourselves True Excalibur. Then True Knight's Edge, the upgraded version, 155 melee damage. This weapon is really cool. Fires these really awesome projectiles. Those do not pierce, though. Then we combine it all into the Terra Blade, which fires even more projectiles. You can see that weapon is very, very powerful. Now, as I recall, there's an upgraded version of Terra Blade again. And I don't remember exactly what it is. Oh, so that's with 2 of the very, very end-game weapons. So unfortunately, we can't craft that one for a significant period of time. So that's basically our best sword. But I've kind of been ignoring that entire crafting chain the entire game. Just because it's kind of been unnecessary. But now we've got the Terra Blade. It's really, really good. I don't remember if the Terra Blade pierces. But to be honest, with this, it's not really necessary. And the flat damage is pretty fucking insane. Bear in mind, it's the strongest of all our melee weapons right now. And it's still got the damage reduction on that. How much is this going to set us back to craft to reforge the damn thing? Terra Blade. 14 gold. Not too terrible, actually. How much have we got in savings? 2 platinum. So we are looking for godly, I believe. Legendary. Legendary. Tiny. No. Come on. Large. Pointy. Dull. Annoying. Nasty. Tiny. Slow. We've got like 2 more reforges. Savage. Maybe we should just leave it at Savage. 56 gold. We're leaving it at Savage because I can't afford another one anyway. Cool, there we are. 155 melee damage. Wow. Yeah, you can see that's significantly better. Oh, and the cool thing is it does pierce according to the wiki. These hits pierce, and they are affected by flasks. So, the Ichor flask that we've been using to fight almost all the bosses will apply to this as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Of course, there is one other thing I have to craft, and that is the Terra Toilet. There it is. Terra Toilet can be placed. Seriously, this is what you use the Broken Hero Sword for. That is it right there. I don't know if it does anything. We can sit on it. Phenomenal. I can sit on it and regret our decisions. Thank you all for watching. Well, I mean, just incredible progress today, obviously, all around, really. Getting a full set of the Glorified Armor, almost completely capping out our health. We've got the Terra Blade, which I think is going to do some real serious damage with all of our potions in conjunction. Poor old Plan Terra. I don't think we'll stand a chance. I say that with maybe a little bit too much confidence, given that it'll absolutely wipe the floor with me. I haven't fought in a very, very long time, so this might take a few attempts. Thank you, in the meantime, to the insane top-tier level patrons. We are going to go through the final part of the list from last month, and then the new list should be available later on today for me, but obviously that'll be going into tomorrow's video. So a big thank you goes out to Sarabi, Bacon Kitten, Tom Terror 18, Harry McGann, Slippinip, Zetlock, Ben Hoffland, Norstress, Wilson Natef, Odie, Limpy George, Bad Burrito 316, Facundo Vasquez, Amethyst Corona, Roll2D1 Games, Iguana Squad, Shay, Layla, Alex, Jonah Waters, Scared, Blueberry, and all of the other people at the insane tier levels on Patreon for making bonus series like Terraria possible in the first place. Big thank you to you guys, and a thank you as well to Cobalt, Lotus, Grey, Better Valerian, Swifty21, Choma, Warcat, Outermosterly, Under the Couch, Noobmeister, Calron24, Attila, Dion, Tofu10, Shittledurt, Euron DeVries, Prometheo, Jeebus Crust, Donald, Llewellyn Thomas, Hoopalia, Adrian Ellison, King Snitch Gaming, Chronic Blob, Gaz, Tentacle Beast Loves Trees, and everyone else at Patreon as well.